Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to our first night game of the season. I'm Denny Matthews. The Royals are looking to end a 3-game losing streak that started after their 15-2 win in Detroit last week. Heath Fillmyer will be starting today. You see his numbers there, an 0-1 record. In his first start of the season, the Royals lost their first game of the season at the Tigers opening day. Now he's back to face the Tigers again with an 11.25 ERA. A bounce-back start would be great for this young pitcher. Victor Reyes will lead off the game.
The left fielder, Victor Reyes.
Here's the first pitch. Misses high, ball one. Royals coming off a very tough series against the Mariners, getting swept and never having a lead. The Royals split the series in Detroit last week for the Tigers opening series at home. So it's nice to play a team again that they already have some success with. 2 balls and no strikes to Victor Reyes. It's chilly 41 degrees here in Kansas City today. The 2-0 pitch. Reyes punts and it goes foul. So there's strike one. Reyes trying to bunt his way on to lead off this game with a hit. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. In there, strike two, high part of the strike zone, and Reyes watched it go by, trying to get ball three. Now, there's been some talk around the Royals faithful. Haven't heard anything amongst the Royals coaching staff, as well as Jesse Hahn is pitching. If Fillmyer can't get going, Jesse Hahn would be next in line to join the rotation. Count is now full to Victor Reyes. Payoff pitch is grounded foul. Dozier raced over that ball to try to field it. There really was no need to. Here's another payoff pitch. Misses low, ball four. Got a good start to the game for Fillmyer, putting the leadoff man on for free.
The designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Harold Castro, the DH, will now step to the plate. Top of the Tigers order the same as it was when the Royals played them last week. Royals looking for their first home win. First pitch by Fillmyer, misses outside, ball one. Fillmyer did a slide step there, trying to account for a possible Reyes steal. Victor Reyes does have good speed. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded, foul. Strike one. So the count goes even to Castro. Reyes not going yet. Still not going. And Castro swings and misses with that pitch way inside. Not a lot of plate discipline for the designated hitter. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls that one off. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes to Harold Castro. Fillmyer looking for the first down of the inning here. Another 1-2. Misses inside for ball 2. Fillmyer trying to fool him again by throwing it inside. Castro not impatient this time. Count is even. Fillmyer still looking for a strikeout. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to left field. Gordon going back to get it. Makes the catch. Reyes has to retreat back to first. And there's out number 1.
Batting third.
Here's the starting lineup for the Tigers today. Jonathan Scope not playing, probably to the delight of Heath Fillmyer. Jordy Mercer playing for the injured Nico Goodrum. Lineups brought to you by The Parking Spot. Easy to spot, easy to park. The Parking Spot at KCI. Miguel Cabrera at the plate. First pitch to him is fouled off, and Philmeyer can look at this one or two ways. The first and more positive way is that Cabrera doesn't have much speed, so if it's on the ground, they have plenty of time to make a double play. On the flip side, Cabrera still has a lot of power and is still a very good hitter. This means he'd have to pitch him carefully. And that all just depends on the confidence of this young pitcher. He has Cabrera down 0-2. Here's the pitch. Misses low for ball one. Cabrera was not silent in the two-game series. Got a couple of hits, an RBI. Not one of the bigger factors. He hits this one into right field, so they're going to get it. And he catches it for out number 2. Reyes still stuck on first, as Philmeyer has been working around his own mistake very well here in the first inning.
The center fielder, number 4, Cameron Maben.
Cameron Maben will step to the plate. He's been moved up from the lineup without Jonathan Schoop playing, who was the cleanup hitter last week. And Philmeyer didn't fool Schoop a bit as he walked his first 2 times up. First pitch to Maben is in there, strike one. Philmeyer heading the count. He tries to pick off Reyes at first. Not in time. Still 0-1 to Maben. Here's the pitch. Misses outside, ball one. Count is even. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses high for ball two. Maben ahead in the count. Philmeyer looking to get out of this inning before anything else happens. And that pitch is chopped foul. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Philmeyer 1 strike away from getting through this first inning without giving up a run. 2-2 pitch. Swung on it into center field. Phillips going back to get it. He's right in front of the track. He catches it. The ball went deep, but not out of the park. So there's out number 3. Good first inning for Philmeyer. Now I move to the bottom of the first. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Ivan Nova will start for the Tigers, and like Philmeyer, he has a 0-1 record, a 9 ERA, not quite as bad as Philmeyer, but the Tigers got absolutely rocked in the game Nova started against the Royals. And Nova was a big part of that. Here's Whit Merrifield.
The second baseman, Whit.
He started his hitting streak in Comerica Park on opening day. His first multi-hit game was the 15-2 victory over the Tigers. The Tigers are 4th in the AL Central with a 3-6 record. 1 ball, no strikes to Merrifield. Here's the pitch. He hits this one into right field. Stewart is there for out number 1.
Batting second, not shortstop,
Alberto Mondesi will come to the plate now. Batting 194. He's batting left-handed against the righty Nova. First pitch to Mondesi. In there, strike one. Nova ahead of Mondesi. Here's the pitch. Mondesi shows bunt. That pitch was nowhere where he could bunt it off. Now he's down 0-2.
Nope, outside.
Misses outside, ball one. One-two pitch to Mondesi. Swings and misses at that fastball way high in the zone. Mondesi made a few bad batting decisions there in that at-bat and strikes out. 2 outs, and Alex Gordon will come to the plate.
Gordon.
Alex Gordon now at the plate. Soler behind him if he can get on. First pitch misses low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Gordon. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Nova looking to have a much better start to this game than he did last week. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit into left field. Here comes Reyes into foul territory, making the catch. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nova in the first inning. Let's see how Philmeyer handles the second. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading off for
The shortstop, Jordy Mercer, batting fifth, will lead off the second inning. He has a .400 average so far as he fills in for the injured Nico Goodrum. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, grounded. Dozier dives and stops it again, picks it up. The throw to first is late. And we've seen that a lot from Dozier this past weekend. He's able to stop the ball, but he's not able to field the ball. And another Royals pitcher loses another out because Dozier can only stop it. Here's Jake Rogers, the catcher. Also batting .400. 1 ball, no strikes to him, and Philmeyer has to deal with another leadoff man.
Ball, that's high.
Ball high, so 2 balls and no strikes to Rogers. 2-0 pitch. Misses again, now 3 balls, no strikes, and a walk would move Mercer over the second. Kristen Stewart on deck, who had a very good series, especially off of Heath Philmeyer. 3-0 pitch. Misses again, and he walks Rogers on 4 straight pitches. Philmeyer in trouble here in only the second inning.
Number 14.
And his accuracy has been his biggest problem. Now here's Kristen Stewart, the right fielder. Bottom of the order coming up for the Tigers as they look to capitalize on this good scenario for them. Swung on and missed that changeup that missed low, but Stewart helped out Philmeyer. He's down in the count. Philmeyer needs to take that and run with it if he wants to keep the Tigers at 0 runs. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped straight up. That's exactly what he needed. Dozier coming in to get it. There's out number 1. A double play could get him out of it now.
Batting 8, the third baseman.
You see how the Royals are lined up defensively, and if you've been watching this all season, this looks pretty familiar. Everything's the same. Brett Phillips in center against the righty Nova. The only position that has changed all season that a single bench player has been used, aside from Starling and Phillips platooning. Jamer Candelario now batting. First pitch is a strike, 1 out, 2 men on. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that would have missed, but Candelario fouls it off for strike 2. Philmeyer ahead in the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. He gets Candelario on 3 straight pitches. Good comeback for Philmeyer. 1 strike away from getting out of this.
The second baseman, Travis Demerit.
Demerit will now come to the plate. Philmeyer did not see him last week. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Ron Gardenhire giving Scope some rest for this game, so Travis Demerit will bat 9th and play second base. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped straight up again. Perez should be able to get this one. Philmeyer gets into a tough spot and then gets out of it. 2 scoreless innings for the young pitcher. We move to the bottom of the second. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Nova got through the Royals order 1, 2, 3 in the first inning, so Jorge Soler will lead off the second. He's hit 4 home runs so far this year, coming in 2 games. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's the ball.
Misses inside for ball one. Borderline call goes Soler's way. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, that's popped up. Cabrera going into foul territory to get it. And there's out number one. Well, the Royals definitely in a funk here.
Third baseman, Hunter.
You see how the Tigers are lined up. We mentioned Demerit is playing second instead of Scope. Jody Mercer playing short instead of the injured Goodrum. And other than that, things look the same as they did last week. So Dozier, the fifth batter, looking to extend his hitting streak that has been going on all year. Up to 8 games. A hot start for him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. And the Royals really struggled to bring in runs against the Mariners all weekend. And so far, the first 4 men against Nova has been shot down. That pitch misses inside, ball 1. And maybe morale is down a bit too. After losing those 3 games, all of them they had plenty of opportunities to win. This is grounded to Mercer at short. Throw to first is in time, out number 2.
Batting 6.
Salvador Perez will come to the plate. And he had a good first game of the Mariners series, and then after that was kept completely quiet. He went 4 for 4 with a home run in Detroit in that 15-2 game. First pitch to him is fouled off. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And this is hitting the right field. Stewart going back to get this one. And there's out number 3. Nova gets through the first 2 innings very quickly. Phil Meyer will have to keep hanging zeros. He'll face the top of the lineup next. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading off for Detroit.
Top of the order for the Tigers, Victor Reyes. Phil Meyer walked him in the first inning. He's given up 2 walks and a hit in his first 2 innings of work. Reyes trying to bunt again. He missed for strike 1. Questionable decision. We saw Modesty do that in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He's trying to bunt again. This time it's a good bunt. Dozier should let it go. He doesn't. Throw to first is in time. And wow, a risky call by Dozier. That ball was going to go foul. Instead, he decided to make the play and got the out. So Harold Castro will come to the plate now, 1 out. Dozier's definitely been good on those bunts. First pitch to Castro. Swings, lines this one to left field. Gordon makes the play, and there's a quick out number 2. Phil Meyer looking for a 1-2-3 inning now. He's got to get through Miguel Cabrera to do it. A good hard hit ball. Gordon went over to left center field to make that play. Miguel Cabrera, the 3-hole hitter, he flew out his first time up. First pitch. This is for ball 1. Cabrera has a .387 average, which leads his team. A 1-0 pitch. Not the first time Cabrera has led his team in average. He is a Triple Crown winner. Swung on, hit the Dozier. Throw to first. A very quick inning for Heath Philmeyer. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Ryan O'Hearn stepping to the plate, batting 7th against the righty Nova.
First baseman.
Bottom of the order for the Royals, Franco and Phillips will follow him up. Phillips hit a home run off of Nova the last time he saw him. So we'll see how Nova will handle him this time. And this bottom part of the Royals order has been dead silent this weekend. First pitch is grounded to third. Candelario makes the play for out number 1. Nova yet to break a sweat.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Michael Franco.
Michael Franco still designated hitting pretty much all year. Coming to the plate, his average is at 192, trying to get to the Mendoza line. First pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Franco hasn't been showing the patience he did at the first week of the season against the Mariners.
One ball, one strike.
O'Hearn, Franco, Phillips, and Starling have all been silent this last weekend. Now they'll hope to get things going again. Franco flies this one out to center field. Maben barely had to move to get it. Out number 2. At this rate, Nova will be able to pitch into the 14th inning.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Brett Phillips.
Now Brett Phillips will come to the plate. He has 1 home run off of Ivan Nova. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. Nova looking to get through the Royals order the first time perfectly. The 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
And if he does, it really shows what kind of funk the Royals have been in the past 4 days. They used up all of their offense in Detroit. This pitch is lined into left field. That is fair for a base hit. We'll see how Phillips handles this. He is going for second. Throw by Reyes is not in time. So the Royals' first hit of the day comes off of Phillips, who has been a headache for Nova.
Merrifield.
Interesting guy to get things going here, the platooning center fielder. That'll bring up Whit Merrifield. Oh for 1 already today. This is the second at bat. And exactly who the fans want to see in a situation like this, as the Royals try to get on the board. First pitch to Merrifield is line foul. So no balls and 1 strike to Whit Merrifield as he tries to bring in Phillips.
That's outside.
Pitch misses outside for ball 1. One pitch by Nova. This is for ball 2. So a little bit of pressure for the Tigers starter here in the 3rd inning. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, lined into right field. It's fair, and Brett Phillips will give the Royals their first lead in almost a week of play. Whit Merrifield comes through in the clutch there. And the Royals are ahead, 1-0. After a double by Phillips and another double by Merrifield, he did go to second on that hit. That's showing off his speed there. So 1 run in, a chance for more. He's Adalberto Mondesi.
Outside.
Misses outside for ball 1. So now Nova definitely under pressure here. 1-0 pitch to Mondesi. He hits this one into left field. And Reyes makes the catch. So the Royals do score 1 run in this inning with a Whit Merrifield RBI double. We'll see if Phil Meyer can run with this. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Top of the 4th, Cameron Maben will lead off the inning for the Tigers.
Maben. In
there for strike 1. Phil Meyer will try to maintain the Royals' lead by getting the Tigers out without scoring. This is grounded to O'Hearn. Good start getting the leadoff man. It's never over till it's over, though. You see the speed comparison. Phil Meyer's to 95, Nova 94. It's always important to get the leadoff man, but we saw in the bottom of the third there, the first two men, O'Hearn and Franco, were out. Then Phillips hits a double, Merrifield hits a double, and then just like that, the Royals have the lead. The same thing can happen to Phil Meyer if he's not careful here. Jordy Mercer, who's 1 for 1 today, will come to the plate. This pitch is grounded to Merrifield at second. Picks it up, throws to first. In time. A quick out, number 2.
The catcher,
Phil Meyer looking for his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning.
Rogers.
Jake Rogers, who walked his last time up. Now at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on for him. And with that walk, Phil Meyer put himself in a tough situation that he got himself out of with good talent. Rogers hits this one into right field. Soler ranging over to his left, making the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning for Phil Meyer. He's looking good now. Bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Alex Gordon will lead off the bottom of the 4th. He flew out in the first inning, and we'll see what the Royals can do off Nova now that they've got their offense going. It's hard to win a game with 1 run. They will likely need to pad their lead a little bit here. Swung on line into left center field for a base hit. That is in the gap. Alex Gordon rounding first, heading to second. Maben picks it up and throws it in. And the Royals have a man in scoring position with nobody out here in the 4th inning. Alex Gordon leading off the 4th with a double.
Jorge Soler.
Gordon definitely working on his average now. He's hit 4 doubles this season. Here's Jorge Soler. And that pitch is in there, strike 1. Rogers likes the spot. Another low strike called on Jorge Soler. He's so tall when a pitch is at its knees. Seems like it's 10 feet down to him. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on chopper. Candelario will pick it up. The throw to first is in time. Gordon did not decide to go. He doesn't have great speed. Didn't want to test it. He's still in scoring position as Soler couldn't move him over. And here comes Hunter Dozier, looking to extend his hitting streak to 9 games. He grounded out his first time up. This pitch is lined into left field, but foul. And the biggest problem, one of the biggest problems the Royals were having against the Mariners, and it was definitely evident yesterday, was even when they do get runners in scoring position, they could not bring them in. The Royals looking to end that trend. They did a great job bringing Phillips in with 2 outs after that Merrifield double. Dozier rung up on strikes here. So the Royals on the verge of wasting this opportunity to extend their lead. Salvador Perez will come to the plate. They scored their first run of the game with 2 outs. Perez will try to do that again here. First pitch misses for ball 1, and Perez is ahead in the count. He flew out his first time up. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. This next pitch for Nova will be 39. And that misses for ball 2. So he will throw 40 pitches in the 4th inning here, as the Royals are slowly rising that pitch count. He got through the first 2 innings very quickly, and then gave up a run with 2 outs out of nowhere in the 3rd. The 2-1 to Perez, in there for strike 2. Rogers happy with the location again. He's had to deal with Gordon on second this whole inning, and he's been it was working very well. Perez hits that one right to Candelario, so a good swing, but unfortunately right at somebody. Royals still up 1-0. We move to the 5th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium. Heath Philmeyer pitching a great game. But a very different game that he was pitching in Comerica's opening day last week. He has not given up a run to the Tigers. The Royals are currently leading 1-0. He's about to face the bottom of the order. And the Royals are really trying to get out of this funk they've been in since they came home, looking for their first home win. The 7-hitter Christian Stewart will lead off in the 5th inning here against Heath Philmeyer. This will be pitch 45 for him to start this inning. And it bounces off of Perez for ball 1. Missed his spot there. Perez wasn't ready for it. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Too high.
Misses again for ball 2. Philmeyer's last 2 innings have been 1-2-3 innings. That pitch is fouled off for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. That draws the count even to 2-2 now. Stewart was ahead in the count. Now he's 1 strike away from being another Philmeyer victim. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded foul. Stewart staying alive out there. Another 2-2 pitch. Misses for ball 3. The count runs full. Jeimer Candelario on deck. Payoff pitch misses outside, and Philmeyer puts the leadoff man on again. He's had to deal with 4 base runners today. 3 of them were his own doing by walking them.
Candelario.
So Candelario, the 8-hole hitter, will come to the plate. He struck out his first time up. First pitch to him, in there for strike 1, and Philmeyer is ahead. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off, 0-2. Demerit is on deck for the Tigers, the 9-hole hitter. Oh, 2 pitch now to Candelario. Fouls this one off. Still 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Philmeyer going after Candelario again. And Candelario fouls it off again. Philmeyer's thrown a lot of pitches here in the 5th inning already. Hasn't gotten it out yet. Candelario still fighting. Philmeyer's not trying to pitch around him so far. It's all ended in foul balls. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he goes way down on it, and it bounces in the dirt, and Perez has to block it. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Candelario. He was trying to fool him just to get him to swing again and actually miss for a change. Didn't work. Here's the 1-2. And that pitch was way inside. Would have been ball 2, but he swung at it and fouled it off. So Philmeyer has another pitch to give. And he misses with that changeup. Now he's pitching around him, and the count draws even. 2-2 pitch. And that misses, and Candelario's peeking which pitches he swings at very carefully. The count runs full now. Philmeyer trying not to walk the first too many bases. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses for strike 3. He gets Candelario for out number 1. A long, hard at bat.
Now that
ends in a Philmeyer strikeout.
Travis Demerit.
A good battle from 2 young players. Stewart will stay on first. Here's Travis Demerit. Misses outside, ball one. And Merritt pops straight up to Salvador Perez his first time up. The 1-0. Misses low for ball two. And the 9-hole hitter is ahead of Phil Meyer. Phil Meyer's got to be looking for a ground ball here. He's thrown so many pitches now in this fifth inning. Misses again for ball three. And Matheny taking some precautions here as Barlow and Stallmont have started warming up in the Royals bullpen. His next pitch will be 65 for Phil Meyer. In there, strike one. Barlow is good at getting out of tough situations depending on how fast he can get ready. If Phil Meyer can't finish this inning. 3-1 pitch to Demerit. Swung on the ground. Dozier dives, doesn't get to it. Mondesi throws to second, out, throw to first. Just late. A good play by Mondesi. Dozier dove for it. Didn't even touch it. Mondesi made the play. Had the presence of mind to throw to second to get the lead runner. That takes Stewart off base. Demerit will take his place at first. 2 outs, and Victor Reyes at the plate. Back to the top of the order now for the Tigers. Reyes hits that pitch to right field and foul. Phil Meyer comes set. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball one.
Misses for ball one.
Look out, 1-1.
Looking to pitch 5 innings scoreless. Maintaining this thin Royals lead. Reyes hits this one into shallow center. Merrifield goes into shallow center just past the dirt to make the catch. So Phil Meyer pitches 5 scoreless innings. Royals trying to extend their lead. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network. Ryan O'Hearn will lead off the inning and ground it out quickly his first time up. Nova will once again be facing the bottom of the order. Ball one. O'Hearn, Franco, and then Phillips, who doubled his first time up and then later scored. This pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. O'Hearn heading to second. He will likely have a double as Stewart picks it up and throws it in. He will stop there at second. And the Royals once again lead off an inning with a double. O'Hearn now has 4. Is he looking to get his season back on track? So Mikel Franco will look to, at the very least, move him over to third. Brett Phillips, Nova's new nightmare, is in the on-deck circle. So Franco looking to move O'Hearn over 90 feet, and hopefully Phillips can get Nova again. First pitch to Franco.
1-0.
Misses low for ball one. There is an open base. We'll see if Nova decides to take it. Franco may force his hand if he can get back to being the patient hitter he was in the first couple weeks of the season. Swung on, this is hit on the ground. Mercer picks it up and throws to first for out number 1. So Franco fails to move him over. And Brett Phillips will come to the plate, who doubled his last time up.
The center fielder, number 14, Brett Phillips.
So it's Phillips and Nova again. Phillips has homered and doubled off of Nova now this season. We'll see what he can do now, maybe even get an RBI.
Count 1-0.
This is for ball one. Another home run would be very welcome here, too. The 1-0 pitch to Phillips. Into center field, and it drops in front of Reyes. O'Hearn is heading home. Here's the throw by Reyes. It's cut off by Cabrera, and the relay is late. And Nova continues to get burned by the platooning center fielder for the Royals. That bats ninth.
Rick Merrifield.
So Nova back to the top. The Royals' lead is now 2-0. Swung on, this is hitting the right field. Stewart didn't have to move much to get it. There's out number 1. And Phillips heads back to first. Adalberto Mondesi will come to the plate, seeing if he can extend this inning at all. It really is unbelievable the success Phillips has had off of Nova, and the very little success he's had off of anyone else. Strike 1 to him. Phillips has now scored a run and brought in a run today. The basis of the Royals' offense is their 9-hitter. There's strike 2 to Mondesi. Down to the count. Nova trying to end the inning. Mondesi fouls that one off to stay alive. Phil Meyer still pitching well. We'll see how he does in the 6th with a 2-0 lead. Mondesi fouls it off again. At least a 2-0 lead. If Mondesi can help it, they'll try to make it bigger here. Fighting, trying to stay alive. Another 0-2. Misses inside for ball 1. One-two pitch. Fouled off again. Mondesi really fighting out there, like we saw Candelario do in the top of the inning. Another 1-2 pitch. Rogers wanting it low. It ended up outside. Mondesi got a piece of it, hits it to shallow left. Mercer makes the play. So there's out number 3, but the Royals are able to tack on another run. To the 6th inning we go. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading off for Detroit,
Harold Castro, the designated hitter for the Tigers, will lead off the 6th inning as Phil Meyer looks to hang another 0 now that he has a 2-run lead. He has a small margin for error. We saw Stallmont and Barlow warming up last inning. So Matheny is ready to make a quick substitution if he has to. And hopefully he doesn't. With the way Phil Meyer's pitching, you really want him to get the win here. First pitch to Castro is fouled off for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Phil Meyer ahead of Castro in the count. Castro's 0 for 2 today. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is inside for ball 1, trying to trick him up. Phil Meyer's had some long innings. His pitch count will be at 73 with this next one in the 6th inning. No outs in the 6th inning on top of that, as Castro fouls that one off. Still 1-2. Looking to get the leadoff man. Inside for ball 2. Castro didn't have to think about swinging because he had to focus on getting out of the way. And he's way off the plate. And Phil Meyer almost hit him anyway. The 2-2 pitch misses and the count runs full. So Phil Meyer expending a lot of pitches on Castro here to start the 6th inning. And the count is now full. Here comes the payoff pitch. And this is grounded. O'Hearn makes the play, steps on first, and the leadoff man is gone for the Tigers. Miguel Cabrera will come to the plate. Phil Meyer, after a fairly long at-bat, gets the out. Cabrera is 0 for 2 today. Perez gives the sign, wanting it low. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
So Phil Meyer ahead of the count. And this is fouled off for strike 2. Home 2 pitch now to Cabrera. Swung on, lined into right field for a base hit. Soler will pick it up. And the Tigers have a man on with one out here in the 6th inning.
The center fielder, number 4.
Phil Myers only given up 2 hits. He's given up more walks today than hits. 3 walks and 2 hits. 2 strikeouts. You see his numbers there. His next pitch will be 80. Cameron Maben, flown out and ground out today. He has good speed, so it'll be hard to double up. But the one thing he doesn't have to worry about is Miguel Cabrera. He's so slow over there at first, you could almost pitch from the windup if you preferred to.
Ball 1, no.
First pitch to Maben, misses inside for ball 1. Phil Meyer having a good game. He has to be careful at any time. It could all go downhill. But he's done a good job in all the tough situations he's seen today, staying level-headed, making good pitches, and getting through it without giving up a run. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Maben, and this is hit deep to left field. Gordon going back to get it. He camps under it, and there's out number 2. Cabrera retreats back to first, and Phil Meyer about to get through the 6th inning, not allowing any runs to score. Has to get past Jordy Mercer to do it. Mercer is 1 for 2 today. First pitch to him. Hit into right field. Soler takes a few steps back. And there's out number 3. 6 scoreless innings for Heath Philmeyer. What a turnaround. This is what we saw in spring training. Bottom of the 6th we go. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading up,
Alex Gordon led off the 4th inning with a double his last time up.
Gordon.
Now we'll lead off the 6th. We'll see if he can replicate that result. First pitch to Gordon. In there for strike 1. Nova ahead in the count. The 0-1 pitch. Hits this one to right field. And here comes Reyes over from center to get it in right center. And there's out number 1. So Gordon cannot replicate his 4th inning at bat here. And Jorge Soler will come to the plate.
The right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Soler 0 for 2 today. Looking for his 10th hit of the season. And here's the first pitch to the Royals cleanup guy. Misses for ball 1. Soler ahead in the count. He usually does good work ahead in the count. He's had a good amount of walks this season, too. That pitch misses for ball 2. Soler showing some patience in this at-bat. Hunter Dozier is batting next, and he's still hoping to extend that hitting streak of his. Here's the 2-0 to Soler. And that hung, and he watched it go by. Maybe a little too patient there. 2 balls and 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Rogers wanting it inside. It missed, but Soler fouled it off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Now Rogers wanting it low. And Soler fouls it off again to stay alive. Two-two pitch. Swung on, grounded right to Candelario. Hit hard, but right to him. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Hunter Dozier will come to the plate.
Dozier.
He doesn't have a hit today. Trying to extend his hitting streak to 9 games. And like I said earlier, he has a hit in every game so far. And doesn't have one today yet. Hoping to change that. First pitch is hit into center field. It won't be in this at-bat. Maben makes the catch. And there's out number 3. We now go to the 7th inning. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading off for the Tigers, the catcher,
Jake Rogers,
34.
0 for 1 today, will lead off the 7th inning. Phil Myers still out there. He's still looking good. Gave up his second hit of the game last inning to Miguel Cabrera. Here's the first pitch of the 7th to Jake Rogers. In there for strike 1. 0-1 pitch now. This is outside for ball 1. 85 pitches for Phil Meyer. This one will be 86. The 1-1 pitch. Misses high for ball 2, so that puts Rogers ahead in the count. Phil Meyer has not been the most efficient pitcher today. And this will, in all likelihood, as his pitch count continues to rise, be his last inning. This is on the ground to Dozier. Good play by Dozier. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. I'm guessing in Matheny's mind, he'd have to get through this inning quick to stay out there.
Number 14.
Because Matheny is probably ready to go to Kennedy and Rosenthal to finish this game if Phil Meyer gets through this inning cleanly. Kristen Stewart will now come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He walked his last time up. First pitch in there for strike 1, a good changeup. And Phil Meyer is a much different pitcher today than he was in Comerica on last Tuesday. That pitch is fouled off for strike 2. Next pitch will be 90 for him. The 0-2 to Stewart. Swung on, hit to shallow left. Here comes Gordon, making the catch for out number 2. He had to come in a long ways to get that. Now he's standing right behind Mondesi. Gordon showing his good range that he's had for so long now.
Jamer Candelario.
Jamer Candelario will come to the plate. The 8-hole hitter, 2 outs, nobody on. Rosenthal and Hill warming up in the Royals bullpen. Now we might see Hill to pitch the 8th inning. We'll see what Matheny decides to do.
1-0.
Ball 1 to Candelario. The Merritt, the 9-hole hitter, on deck if Phil Meyer loses his command here. 1-0 pitch. Swung on. This is hit deep out to right center field, but Phillips is camping under it. Out number 3. 7 shutout innings for Heath Phil Meyer. What a game for him. The bottom of the 7th we go. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 36, Kyle Funkhauser.
Kyle Funkhauser, the Chevy called the bullpen for the Tigers. Nova gave up 2 runs, but his team is behind. He's out of the game. Salvador Perez will lead off the 7th inning.
At the ball.
Ball 1 to Perez. Gregory Soto and Jordan Zimmerman warming up with the bullpen for the Tigers as Funkhauser gets to work. Funkhauser has to be one of the most interesting pitcher names since Lovelady. Grounded to Mercer. Throw to first is in time for out number 1.
Now batting, number 66.
So Ryan O'Hearn will come to the plate. 1 out, nobody on. He doubled and then scored his last time up. Nova will not have to face Phillips now that he's out of the game. And maybe that's one of the reasons Gardenhire decided to go with Funkhauser. Pitch is in there for strike 1. O'Hearn behind. He's 1 for 2 today. Now way behind, no balls and 2 strikes. He was ice cold against the Mariners, and now he has a double today. The 0-2 pitch. He hits this hard into right field. Stewart going back, and the ball is just foul. O'Hearn hit it hard, and it almost hit the foul pole. So it is still 0-2. Chops that one. Good play by Funkhauser. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Funkhauser almost blindly making a play on that ball. His back was to it. Very impressive, showing his athleticism. So Michael Franco, who's 0 for 2 today, will come to the plate. Franco even having trouble getting on base lately. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Now the 1-0 to Franco, he's ahead in the count. Swings at that high pitch, and it's hit out to left field. And Victor Reyes will make the 3rd out of the inning. So a quick 7th inning for Funkhauser. We move to the 8th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals.
So Matheny will go with his right-handed setup man instead of his left-handed one. Ian Kennedy will make his 4th appearance of the season. He lost his closing role to Trevor Rosenthal, who's had a very good year so far. But he can still be an effective setup man for Trevor Rosenthal. And of course, Rosenthal just has much more experience closing than Ian Kennedy anyway. Kennedy was a starter for most of his career. Pretty much up until last year. 1 ball and no strikes to Travis Demerit. Kennedy will try to get the 9-hole hitter out so he can have 1 out, nobody on. For the top of the Tigers lineup, he gets Demerit to ground it to Merrifield. Throw to first is in time, out number 1.
Now batting.
You see Phil Myers' numbers, 7 scoreless innings, only giving up 2 hits, 3 walks, getting himself 2 strikeouts, and 92 pitches thrown. What a game for Phil Myers, and a bounce-back game he really needed, and also one the Royals really needed. It's up to the bullpen now to finish the Tigers off today. Strike 1 to Victor Reyes. Reyes is 0 for 2 today. And the Tigers can put up 2 runs very quickly, so it's not over yet. But Kennedy, a very talented pitcher, here in the 8th. This is hitting to right center field. Here comes Phillips. Out number 2, the Royals are 4 outs away from ending their 3-game losing streak. So you got Kennedy, a talented closer last year, setting up here in the 8th, and then Rosenthal likely next inning. As you see how the 2 pitchers did today, a very good game for Phil Myers, a decent game for Nova. But with the way Phil Myers pitched today, you have to be almost perfect to beat him. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Harold Castro, 0 for 3 today. First pitch right on the low and outside corner for strike 1. Kennedy ahead in the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Castro. Swings and misses at that knuckle curve. A beauty of a pitch by Kennedy there. The 1-2 now. Fouls it off. Almost into the Tigers' dugout. Several players ducked out of the way, but it bounced off the roof and back onto the field. And another 1-2. Swung on, grounded right to O'Hearn, and there's out number 3. The Tigers haven't been able to do anything today. We move to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Leading up for the
Brett Phillips is 2 for 2 today, and what a game he's had. He has been a part of both the Royals' runs in this game. He doubled and was later brought home by Merrifield, and then he brought home Ryan O'Hearn in the second at bat. The count is now 2-0 to him. Funkhauser still out there. 2-0 pitch is hitting to left field. Victor Reyes going to get it. And there's out number 1. So that's the first time Phillips has made an out today.
The second baseman,
Whit Merrifield will now come to the plate.
Merrifield.
He's 1 for 3 today. He got the first RBI of the game. His last multi-hit game came against the Tigers. A single and an inside the park home run. Since then, he's gotten 1 hit in every game. But Merrifield, known for his multi-hit games, only has 1 so far this year. This is the 9th game of the season. 1-0 pitch. Swung on line into right center field, a base hit, and the return of 2-hit Whit as he gets his second single of the day. So we'll see if Mondesi can do anything with that. It'll be Mondesi batting, and as long as he doesn't into a double play, Alex Gordon. Beautiful piece of hitting by Whit Merrifield there. And here's Adalberto Mondesi, 1 out, 1 man on. He's 0 for 3 today. Slide step by Funkhauser, and Mondesi fouls it off. Merrifield was not going. The Royals have had no success stealing this year in their limited attempts. Their only successful steal was an accidental one by Soler, as that pickoff throw to first base is not in time, and Funkhauser watching Merrifield very closely. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
This is inside, the ball 1. And I say accidental with the Soler steal that he did yesterday, because it was a hit and run. Dozier missed the pitch, and Soler just kept running, got to second in time. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mondesi.
Ball 2.
Misses for ball 2.
The count is 2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike. Mondesi waiting for his pitch. Here it comes. And he grounds it to Cabrera. Throw to first in time. Throw to second was in time, but way off. So it'll be an error on Miguel Cabrera with that bad throw. Everybody's safe. I guess Cabrera was thinking about the out at first because of Mondesi's speed. He pulled Mercer off the bag. And now they have something going here with 1 out. Alex Gordon will come to the plate. He's already doubled today. And last year we saw many Merrifield Mondesi double steals, and then Gordon hits would bring them in. So the top of the order going to work here. Cabrera helping them out by throwing the ball offline, and Jordy Mercer had to come off second just to keep Merrifield from heading to third. And there was no play at first after that. The 0-1 pitch to Gordon is in there for strike 2. And of course, if Gordon doesn't hit into a double play, Jorge Soler will come to the plate. And then the Tigers have to be careful. 0-2 pitch to Gordon. Misses outside for ball 1. If Gordon and Soler can keep this inning going, either one of the two, Dozier could get another at bat and 1 more chance to extend his hitting streak. One-two pitch to Gordon. And that's chopped foul to the left side, still 1-2. Gordon trying to stay alive out there. Also trying to bring in Merrifield, waiting for his pitch. Here comes the 1-2. And he fouls another one off, trying to stay alive. Gordon doing a good job extending the at-bat. Another 1-2. Misses high for ball 2. Crowd definitely getting antsy for their man, Alex Gordon. 2-2 pitch. Misses outside for ball 3, and Gordon's patience and ability to foul balls off has paid off. The count runs full. Might find himself on base here. Payoff pitch. Misses high, and Gordon has drawn a walk. And the bases are loaded for guess who? The 2019 home run leader in the MLB, Jorge Soler.
Soler.
And I'm sure if there was one guy Funkhauser could pick to not bat in this scenario, Jorge Soler would be that one guy. And if he doesn't hit into a double play, Dozier gets another chance. So a lot happening for the Royals here late in the going. First pitch to Soler. Strike one. Definitely swinging for the fences on that pitch. He was way early on a fastball. Maybe a little too amped up here. Have to calm himself down. The 0-1 pitch. Rogers wanted it low. In there for strike two. A perfect location.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Merrifield on third. Mondesi on second. Gordon on first. The top of the order. All there for Soler. Funkhauser having a lot of trouble here in the 8th. 0-2 pitch to Soler is fouled off. Another 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Would have been a ball. Soler extending the at-bat. At least he got a piece of it to stay out there in the batter's box. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, chopper over the pitcher's head. Mercer makes the play, throw to first is in time. So Soler doesn't hit the grand slam people wanted to see so much here. But he will ground out and bring in the runner Merrifield. The Royals' lead is now up to 3. So another RBI to add to Soler's numbers. Man on third and second for Hunter Dozier, who has one last chance to extend his hitting streak to 9 games. He's 0 for 3 today. A base hit could put the Royals way up, too. Possibility of scoring 2 more runs, making the lead 5-0.
1-0.
Outside, ball 1. So Dozier heading the count. Funkhauser still out there. A lot of stressful pitches for him. Dozier pops that pitch foul. Count is even. One pitch.
Ball 2.
Misses low for ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
Dozier definitely being patient here. Waiting for his pitch. He saw one he didn't like. He got a piece of it, fouled it off. The pitches that would be balls, he's letting go by. So he's ahead in the count. He's clearly very calm. 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
Misses. Count is now 3-1. A walk wouldn't exactly help him, but he'd probably be willing to take it to help his team. 3-1 pitch. Grounded foul. The count runs full. Dozier really extending this at bat. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit deep to left field. And Reyes will camp underneath it, and Dozier's hitting streak ends. But on the bright side, the Royals put up another run. They're leading 3-0 going into the 9th. Looking to end their losing streak. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals,
Trevor Rosenthal
Trevor
will pitch his 5th game. He has 3 saves. He got some work in yesterday.
Leading off for the Tigers.
He will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Cabrera, Maven, and Mercer. First pitch to Cabrera. Fouled off for strike 1. It really has been incredible to see Rosenthal's work this season. Everyone thought he was too old to be the pitcher that he was, and he's just proving everyone wrong. Definitely a good shining for the Royals. Dayton Moore making the call, and it's a lot like what he did with Ryan Matson. Except so far, Rosenthal's been much better than Matson.
Count is
Pitch
1
misses
2.
inside. Madsen was on a team that already had pretty much 3 closers in Herrera, Davis, and Holland, so he had no chance of becoming a closer. This is hit into left center field. Phillips is there. And there's out number 1. Rosenthal, on the other hand, only had 1 pitcher to compete with. He wasn't signed to be a closer, because Kennedy already had that role.
The center fielder.
But he has shown this year that he is still the same strong pitcher that he was in St. Louis. And it didn't take Matheny long to make that decision. It's really paid off. Swung on and missed for strike 1 as Rosenthal has seemed invincible early in the season. He's already got Cabrera. Count 0-1 to Maven. Chop foul. Now the count is 0-2. He's really got the crowd going here right now. Looking for their first home victory. And the win here today, as long as Rosenthal holds off the Tigers, will put the Royals back over 500, moving their record to 5-4. Swung on and missed, and Maven was way late on that. You can just hear the crowd roar.
The batter. The shortstop.
As that snapped into Perez's glove.
Mercer.
And what a season Rosenthal's having. It is early in the year, and we'll see if Rosenthal can keep it going as it gets later in the year. Here's Jordy Mercer, the 5-hitter, as Rosenthal is looking for his 4th shave. Oh, 1 pitch. Misses low, ball 1. Count is even. Misses way inside, backing Mercer off the plate, ball 2. Two on pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Rosenthal ready to end this game. Seems nobody that's faced him so far has been able to figure him out. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Crowd on their feet here in Kaufman, as is tradition. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mercer just trying to stay alive. 2-2 pitch. Misses for ball 3. We'll have to wait. Jake Rogers is on deck. If Rosenthal tries to get tricky here and Mercer doesn't fall for it, he will face Jake Rogers. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. What a game for Trevor Rosenthal again, but most importantly, what an incredible turnaround for the young Heath Fillmyer as he pitches 7 shutout innings, and the Royals win 3-0 to get out of their losing streak. They'd win their first game at home. This copyrighted telecast is presented on authority of the Kansas City Royals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Kansas City Royals Baseball Corporation. Our final line score: Detroit scores no runs on 2 hits, 1 error. The Royals score 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Fillmyer with the win, Nova with the loss, and Trevor Rosenthal with the save. We'll leave you with the highlights of this game. We'll see you tomorrow at 7. You're listening to the Royals Radio Network.
On base. For the Tigers, no runs on only 2 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.